Hello, boys and girls. I am back, and today I have a very special Q&A video for you. It is special because I'm going to answer very specific questions. And before I start, I want to tell you a little bit more about why it is so specific, why it is so special. Maybe you noticed that in the end of every episode of Bananas, I have a list of people that I'm thanking for their amazing help, support, and involvement in the career of Infected Rain and in my life as an artist. One of those lists is for people that join me and support me on Patreon. If you guys don't know what Patreon is, I can tell you a few things about it. It is basically a website where you can help, support, and be part of your favorite artist's life or artwork or creative process. Basically, it is a website created mainly for the younger generation that is involved in some kind of art or maybe is doing something very special or something very new and it needs help and support of fans or people that believe in what that specific person is doing. I decided to create my page on Patreon because I want to involve my fans and everybody who believes in me as an artist, as a musician, more and more in my life. I like to be social and I have no secrets whatsoever, so I decided to be a little bit more open and a little bit more present. I am super thankful for the little army of supporters on my Patreon that I have so far, and I asked them specifically to give me a list of questions that they want me to answer, and I know for sure that some of those questions are very, very interesting, and some of those questions actually are repeating themselves. And I got those questions from you guys on my Instagram in comments. I got them on my Facebook and emails, and I decided to do this video specifically answering the questions of my patrons. Here we go. Okay, so Thomas here is asking me, on Enslaved by a Dream, how was the idea to incorporate the little children into the song and what they are saying? For me, Enslaved by a Dream is the perfect example of how I feel about our goals and dreams in life and how unfortunately sometimes we forget about them after a while when we grow up, and not many of us unfortunately remember what we wanted to do or wanted to be when we were kids. That is exactly why we decided to incorporate in this song the kids saying in Russian what they want to become when they grow up. In fact, some of them wanted to be an astronaut, some of them wanted to be a taxi driver, some of them wanted to be a rock star, and all those things. We all, like, I can't even remember myself what I wanted to be when I was small. I don't remember. For some reason, life takes over and routine, everyday life routine takes over, and we just forget. And it's sad because some of those dreams might be really what we are good at or really what we have passion for. Thomas also is asking, what is one style or something you've wanted to add to a song or video that you've not had the opportunity to find the right time or moment for? Thank you, Thomas, for this question. I try my best to do everything I want and to experiment with everything I feel like experimenting, and I'm very lucky that my boys in the band actually like that and accept that a lot. I guess maybe another A style that I see going well with metal is, I don't know, like a little bit of um, jazz, because we've experimenting with electronic music, we experimented with like rap music here and there, and I loved it. I loved it. Other than that, I feel very confident in what we're doing, and I'm enjoying it that a lot. Todd is asking, when Infected Rain does finally tour the United States, what are some bands you would love to tour with? I get this question a lot. Please understand, it's not our choice. We do want to travel the world. We want to travel the US, we want to travel the UK, we want to travel Australia, Africa, China, Japan, everything possible. Like, there's no limits. We just want to share our art with everybody. We are working on that. As you guys know, we signed with a label not too long ago, so hopefully that is going to accelerate things. And very soon we are going to be able to visit all these places. So please be patient. Regarding the bands that we would like to tour with, I don't think I have any specific bands that I would like absolutely love to, because I would love to tour with anybody who's in this, crazy world of metal and who's doing this from their heart. So everybody, I guess, from small to big, everybody. Thomas again here has another question. Would a pre-show VIP hangout be out of the question when you come to the US? I don't know, maybe. I mean, that kind of depends a little bit from the promoters usually, but we like to hang out with people. We like to hang out mostly after the show, especially if we don't have to leave right away. It's possible. Yeah, why not? As I said, we love meeting our fans. Thomas again has another question. What is your favorite movie, band, song that we'd be surprised to learn about you? Oh my god. The list is very big. Very big. I feel like I can name so many things that I like that you guys are going to be surprised. Like, for example, I really enjoy the music of Edith Piaf. Although it's in French and I don't speak French, but I really like and appreciate what she did and what she left us. I am a huge fan of Michael Jackson. I'm a huge fan of Lady Gaga, for example. I'm not specifically in love with the style of music she chose, but I think that she is absolutely super, super talented, and she is very, very good singer, and she's very brave in everything she does with the style, the way she looks, and what she does. I love her a lot. Some movies, if we are being honest, I mean, I can name any movie and it's going to be a shock for somebody, some of you. But I think I'm going to make a specific episode of Bananas about movies and about like weird movies that I like. I already started kind of videos about movies and didn't have time to continue, but I am planning to for sure. Okay, we have Alex here that says, not a question, sorry, I just don't have any. Just wanted to say that I love what you do and I hope you're having a great time on tour. Thank you so much, Alex. I know you visited the show in Netherlands and it was amazing. It was nice to meet you, and thank you for writing and commenting and supporting even though you didn't have any questions. Thank you, Alex. I have sub, which I believe is Sabrina, maybe. She is asking, how old did you start singing? And what is it that encourages you to become a metal singer? I was 23 when I started singing with Infected Rain, and it was in 2007 that we started rehearsing, and little by little, it got more serious and more serious. What encourages me? Well, I loved metal music before, so I don't think it takes like courage, but I'm just doing it with passion, with love, and I try to be very honest about my lyrics and about the emotions I'm delivering on stage. That's my secret, and that's the only thing that takes courage, I guess, because not many people are ready to be so open. Now, Sandra here is asking, during your tours, what city did you prefer to visit? And just a note to tell you that I love Infected Rain so much and I love to see you live. You're so adorable. Thank you. I don't know, we liked many cities, many countries. I have a special love for Switzerland because of its landscapes and nature. But other than that, really, I like it all. I like exploring, I like adventures, and whenever we have time to go visit places, we just do it. Next question is from Paolo. Ciao Elena, I've three questions for you. First, what are your favorite bands and what are ones that have influenced you more? Oh my god, Paolo, I have a huge list of bands in my phone and I listen to them with pleasure depending on the state of mind that I'm in or my mood. I will just tell you a few of them. I hope that's good enough answer for you. I love Gojira, I love Lamb of God, I love Northlane, I love older stuff like Nirvana and Pantera. I love especially the oldest stuff of Korn, and I absolutely love newer bands that are being so brave with experimenting with new like styles in metal, like for example, Hacktivist from UK. I really like. I started listening more to The Artist Murder. I like Tesseract. I like Architects a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm listening lately. I wouldn't say that any of these bands like influenced me a lot. I did take some examples from them. For example, Deftones. The singer for Deftones, Chino Morena, showed me that it's okay to be emotional and even sexual with some of the lyrics or some of the songs, which I think is amazing because sexuality is part of every and each one of us, and why not talk about it, right? And other bands, showed me that it is okay to be emotional and cry on the stage. Some other bands taught me that it is amazing to be close to your fans because they are there for you to support you and they believe in you. So, yeah. Next question from Paolo is, are you vegan? So what's your favorite food? Yes, guys, I am vegan for a while now, and my favorite food is anything that is vegan. But I think I would go with vegan pizza or vegan sushi rolls. I love those a lot. Those are definitely hands down my favorites. He also is asking me in Italian, farai un video su bananas tutto in italiano? Which means, will you ever make a video in Italian for bananas? Yes, I will, and I already did one. It is not going to be very often because I want everybody to understand me, although I do subtitles for my videos, but yes, every once in a while I am going to do videos in Italian. Philip here is asking me, how does it work to sleep during the travel in the Nightliner bus, and what was the best place or venue on tour for you to play? Well, Philippe, thank you so much for your question. Yes, we have beds on a Nightliner, and it's actually more comfortable than I even thought it's going to be. We have our own little space over there, so it's comfortable. What was the best place to play during this tour? Oh my god, I don't even know. You can't ask me that. I can't choose. Every show is so unique and different one from the other that it's super difficult to answer. Really. It's a difficult question. I'm sorry. Mirka. Hi, Mirka. I somehow. No, she's writing. I somehow can't find any questions, but I really wonder what is your favorite food? And anything vegan isn't an answer. If you could choose anything, what would it be? Another question would be about what you want to do with Infected Rain or about your plans in other ways of your work, but it's not just one specific question, isn't it? Yes, Mirka, you're super funny. Yes, my favorite food, as I said already before, would be either vegan pizza or vegan sushi rolls. Plans with infected rain for the future, oh, so many. Only for this year, we have plans to release more singles and new music, a new album. We have plans on touring more and visiting cities and countries we've never been before. A lot of shows and a lot of infected music. More about plans or work in general. Well, I have other plans, and maybe thanks to you guys that support me on Patreon, maybe thanks to you, I can express myself more and maybe do more because I was thinking about creating a photo book with a little bit of biography. Maybe I was thinking about maybe making another calendar because you guys loved the 2019 calendar with Victoria Wonka so much. I was thinking about maybe even write a book in collaboration with a very special person for me about my life, my past, and me in general. I have many ideas. I have really, really a lot of ideas. Hopefully, I can get enough time and enough help and support in order for me to accomplish them. Marat is asking me, какая песня для тебя самая сложная на живых выступлениях? What song is the most difficult for you while performing live? It goes in waves, Marat. I have ups and downs, mainly with newer songs. The new songs are usually more difficult for me to sing live because I still need a lot of time before I can feel the position of my voice perfect, because all my songs are very emotional, and sometimes I am just such an emotional person, and it's difficult for me to control that, and I know you have to control a little bit in order not to lose your voice or to lose too much energy on the stage, so you can have enough energy to play everyday shows. So I would say yes, every new song is like that. And then after a while, I don't know, after like a few weeks, I'm fully confident with my songs, newer songs, so it's okay. Как справляешься с эмоциональной усталостью? How are you dealing with emotional tiredness? Thank you for this question, actually, Marat, because this is the one and only thing that is very difficult to control and very difficult to deal with. You learn how to deal with it in time, but every tour is unique and every tour is very specific. I try my best to separate myself from all the problems and troubles we get on tour or that happen on tour. And I just try to keep my brain very busy, either by reading books or while doing more sports on tour, so I can go on stage and only be focused on the show. This is what helps me. Marat also is asking, есть что-нибудь, что тебя интересует и хотелось бы этому научиться? Do you have anything that is of any interest for you and you would like to learn? I think so, yes. I think it's been a while. I would like to have enough time to learn to play an instrument. I never had time for that, and you need dedication and a lot of time to do that, especially if you don't have any lessons in the past. Mirka, I have one stupid question, but whatever. What kind of attraction do you like the most in fun parks? Do you like this kind of adrenaline, like Centrifuga, Big Wheel, or others? I like all kind of rides. I like little kid rides. I like extreme rides. I like spinning rides. They make me sick sometimes, but I like them all. Do I like that feeling and am I addicted to that feeling? I wouldn't say so. They are just fun for that moment and I'm enjoying it. Francesco, what do you usually do before a concert and after? Francesco, I think I mentioned that before in some of my videos for Bananas. Please check them out. But in a few words, I will tell you that before my show, I try my best to dedicate 2 hours for a special preparation. which is a physical stretching or warm up, and a vocal warm up exercises, and some of the makeup I do to be pretty for you on the stage. After a show, I have a ritual to go and meet the fans or the people that are just there for the first time, to take pictures with them or sign anything they want me to sign, literally. And then I just can't wait to take a shower, take my makeup off, and go to bed, really. Yuri Adamak. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. I'm really, really sorry. He has some good questions here for us, guys. Has any of the team members ever thought about leaving? Yes. It happened, unfortunately, without asking the permission of this specific person. I'm not gonna reveal its name, but it happened because there are ups and downs in the band, just like in any family. And there are ups and downs sometimes during the tour, and sometimes you get little thoughts and doubts in life, so it's normal. Second question from him is, how does Kevin handle you being on tour and for so long? It's a good one. Thank you for this question. Kevin is doing very good. Obviously, we had to figure it out little by little, and it was new for me just as it was for him. We just try our best to keep ourselves busy as possible, so at least we don't spend too much time being lonely. And I'm super thankful that he is so supportive and he loves the band so much, and he encourages me to travel as much as it's needed, and he even tries to come and join us on tour. Yes, that's pretty much how it is. Any unforgettable moments during Endorphin tour? Oh, let me think. A lot of really good moments, actually. We had people traveling from other cities and other countries to see our shows. We had people bringing us cake to the show. We had people bringing us lots of gifts. We had little kids at our shows, which was amazing. The most, I think, amazing part of Endorphin tour was actually the whole tour and the sharing of this journey together with the other bands and other stage technicians. That was most amazing because everybody was super friendly and positive. Choose one: Star Wars Rogue One or Star Wars Force Awakens. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna choose Rogue One. I like that a little more. Ebola, I think, or Ebola. I was never sure how to pronounce your name correctly. She's asking, what is your all-time favorite book? If your life was a movie, what song would be on the soundtrack? Oh my god, if you were told you only had 1 week left to live, what would you do? Okay, they were all together, I didn't know they were separate. So, my favorite book so far that I've read, I don't know. I read so many books and I like them a lot. I think I'm gonna choose. Okay, I'll just choose whatever comes to my mind right now. I'll choose Harry Potter books because I read them recently as an adult and I thought they are amazing. Amazing. And besides all the movies, all the books are really cool. If you never read them, I think everybody should read them at least once. If my life was a movie, what song would be the soundtrack for it? I think the soundtrack for my movie would be Silent Movie, the song of Infected Rain. Go check it out. And if you were told that you have only 1 week left, what would you do? I would make sure to tell everybody I love them, and I would try my best to spend as much time as possible with them. All I miss in my life is love and family, so that's literally what I would want to do in the last week of my life. Andre! Hi, Andre! So he is asking, if you had a time machine, will you go back in time to change something in your life? No, I wouldn't. Because it doesn't matter how my past was, I learned to love it and embrace it, and I'm very thankful for everything I went through because it taught me a lot and because I am who I am because of my past. So I wouldn't want a travel um, in a machine that can travel in time to change something in my own life. For sure not. Second question, from nerd to nerd, he says, if you could choose one superhero, what would it be? Oh no, you wrote superpower. My bad. I would definitely want to fly. I mean, who doesn't, right? That would be the best superpower ever. 3. Many metalheads surprise the fans with heartbreaking ballads. Do you plan to release such kind of song in the future? If it's not a secret. Well, Andre, I will be honest with you. I don't think when the band is doing that, they actually plan it to be such a ballad or to be such famous, big, popular song. They want their fans to just love it with every song they do. So when that one specific song becomes a ballad, then it's up to the fans, I guess. I would love all my songs to be like that, all the songs I ever do, with Infected Rain or without. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're talking about the specific kind of songs that are a little bit more mellow and more like less metal, less heavy, then we've done that before and we will definitely do that later as well. Recently, I discovered Moldavian music scene for me and I really loved it. Do you have any favorite bands or artists from Moldova? I actually think we have a lot of very talented musicians, and some of them even created bands, or some of them made it by their own. And I am very proud of every and each one of them, even the ones that are not, alternative scene. I think, do I have a favorite? I wouldn't say I have a favorite. I just try to support everything that is going on if I can, and if I'm there, I go to shows and I talk to those people and those artists if they didn't know me before, and if we were friends before I became a musician, then obviously we keep in touch. But I wouldn't say I have a favorite band. I listened to some of them in my when I was a teenager, and some of them stopped doing music. Unfortunately, life routine took over. But yeah, Nick Barnes has some questions here for us, guys. Is there any outdoors activities you enjoy and anything in particular you're looking forward to seeing, visiting once you're back from in States? I try to do everything I want and I try to do everything that makes me happy. So outdoors activities are usually some of my favorites. And I love hiking, I love bicycle. If I have the good time and possibility, I love swimming as well. Anything that I want to do that I didn't yet would be probably just visiting more states. Ones that I'm very, curious about are, for example, I really want to visit Portland. I saw a lot of cool pictures. Nature is amazing there. Second question: what inspires you or motivates you? Everything. Literally everything inspires me. I can be inspired and motivated by something negative that happened in my life or something positive that happened in my life. I get inspired by love, by hate, by every kind of frustration I go through, and yeah, pretty much everything inspires me. Do you like spicy food? That is, what is the spiciest thing you've ever experienced? I do like spicy food, but when I just moved to America for the first time, I love cooking, and for the first time, I experimented with some jalapenos. And we don't have jalapenos everywhere in Europe, so I was not familiar to them. I remember I cooked this one dish, and we had some friends coming over, and I ruined that dish because that flavor just opened so much while it was cooking, and I didn't know that I'm supposed to use just a little bit. It was so damn hot that we couldn't even eat it. Everybody was very polite and tried to eat it, although they were sweating and crying. And then after a while, I was like, guys, please stop eating. This is terrible. So that was the hottest thing I ever ate in life. Same person is asking, give a genie in a bottle scenario of one free wish for anything, would you use it for yourself or someone else? What is the wish? I think I would use it for my mother. I have a few things that I would like her to experience in life, so I would definitely use it for her because unfortunately she didn't have the chance to do certain things in life or experience certain things in life. So I would use it for my mother. How good is your relationship with Tatiana from Ginger, and do you still keep in touch? We unfortunately don't keep in touch. We have normal relationship. We used to be a little bit closer before, but they got very busy. We got very busy, and we don't see each other as often. So whenever we play together and whenever we share the stage, we are super happy to see each other, and we talk a lot, and we party sometimes. But that's it, unfortunately, I guess. I got another person here. I think his name is Felipe. I hope so. And he says, "Hello, Lena. I am a fan, like all people here, and like a fan, we love to collect everything about Infected Rain. So, I really want to know if you think that one day you will edit again the EP Judgmental Trap. Maybe. You know, I don't know what is going to happen in a few years. I do like those songs from that EP, and maybe we will either release them again or remaster what we have. Not for now, okay? So for now, we have a lot of new material to share with you, so not for now." Thomas is asking again, who's the best cook out of the bunch? Do you mean in the world or in the band? Because if you're asking in the band, I think the best one that cooks for everybody kind of is either Sergey or Arkady. If you mean who's the best cook in the world, then I don't know. I don't really follow many cooks. I follow a few vegan pages on Instagram of a few interesting people. But other than that, I don't know. Nick is asking, you look very relaxed here, beautiful. Is the tour over? He's relating to a specific picture. Yes, the tour is over and it was amazing. I'm home now, relaxed and ready to work some more. This is why I'm back for more and with more for bananas. Thomas is asking again, favorite thing to cook and have cooked for you? You are not very specific with your questions, and I only will answer to the first part of this question. The favorite thing to cook for me is any kind of salad. For two reasons. First, because it's very easy to do, very fast, and second, I just love raw food. I love all kinds of greens and leaves and vegetables, so that's definitely my favorite. Some of the people that ate my salads before, they know that I like to mix a lot of really weird stuff together, and that goes together really well. We have Jamie asking, maybe be a cheesy one, but did you ever get stage fright starting out? And if so, do you ever get it now, even after all the tours? Is there any band you would love to see live that you haven't so far? Well, I don't think I ever got like stage fright even before I was on a stage and like in the beginning of Infected Rain career. But I did get very emotional before the stage. I get those like really weird butterflies in my belly till this day, every day before I going on show. I have to do my breathing exercise in order to calm down, and I'm very excited and emotional. That's it, but I'm not frightened. And is there any band that you would like to see live? I love going to shows and watching live concerts. So I think I would really, really love to see Deftones because, believe it or not, I still never seen Deftones live. And as you know, I'm a big fan. Alex again is asking, are you satisfied with how things are going with a private life and Infected Rain? Very satisfied. I'm living the dream. I'm a very happy and lucky girl. Really, I am loving my private life and I'm loving Infected Rain all the musicians from Infected Rain. What is the most shocking thing you've ever seen since you are touring? Shocking things. I think the most shocking things that I've saw, it was when I realized that there are fans and people that are ready to live their everyday life and travel with us on tour. Like literally following us during the whole tour. That's not very easy. That's very, very, very difficult and very brave. I don't have enough words to thank you guys being such a big support for us and for loving us so much to the point to do that for us. If there's anything you could change in general, what would it be? I would like to change a little bit how people are, how to explain, like I would love to be able to make people see the reality a little bit more. I feel like a lot of people live in this fantasy, not in real life. When you live in a real life, you are more real and more down to earth and more sensitive about what's going on around you. Paula here is asking, if you could be an animal, what would it be? I think I would like to be a tiger because I love wild animals and I think they're very, very smart kitties. I would like to be a tiger. I was born in the year of tiger and I always had a lot of love for those creatures. Do you like anime? I am not very familiar with anime and I am trying to know more about it and watch more movies. In fact, if you have any suggestions for me, please comment below because I don't know much about it. Maud here is asking, what is your favorite animal? My favorite animal in general, I think. You guys make me choose, so you guys are so specific. Right now, my favorite animal is dog. What is your favorite song? My favorite song is Passenger from Deftones. And what is your favorite metal band? I am not going to answer to that. I have a lot of favorite metal bands. I can't answer by choosing one, and I just can't. Marat here is asking if I am watching or following any other YouTube channels or bloggers. I am not specifically following, like everyday following, but I am very curious to watch sometimes certain specific things. So I just Google whatever I like to know more about and I just go for it. And I go on YouTube and I just explore. It could be information about movies, information about pets, information about makeup, information about, music. So nothing specific. No. My sister Anna is asking, what is your dream? I'm just trying to translate because she wrote in Italian. What is your dream at the moment that you are trying to achieve with your band? My dream, Anna, is to be able to travel more and share my music more. Literally, I would love it to be my everyday life. She's also asking, what did you think we would become when growing up? And she means her and my other sister, Rosa. To be honest with you, I never thought about it. For some reason, I think that I pictured you, Anna, as something in entertainment, like a comedian maybe, because you were always very funny as a little girl, and you had all those jokes and the sense of humor that not many people have. With Rosa, maybe Rosa changed a lot actually in time, like drastically. So, but when she was little, I think maybe I was picturing her more like a doctor, maybe because our mother is a nurse, and for some reason, I thought that Rosa is going to be also doing something with medicine. Please tell us a funny story about me when I was small. And she means herself. The funniest story that comes to my mind right now is when we were in trouble and we did something and mom was about to punish us and mom was about to like yell at us. We would all, me and Rosa would talk to you and be like, hey, you're the smallest, mom is not going to punish you and she's not going to be mad at you. Can you please say that you did it and we are going to do everything you want in exchange? And you did it. You really did it a few times until you grew up and you were like, hey, wait a minute. I don't do that. I didn't do that. So that's the funniest thing that I remember from when you were small. And she's also asking, what was the most terrifying story that you remember from when I was small? I have one. I have a good one. Actually, one time you were sleepwalking and you opened the window. Somebody was like calling somebody else and you thought they are calling for me. You opened the window and you yelled, "Lena is not coming out." You closed the window and went back to sleep. And me and Rosa were awake and we were in the same room and we watched you do that and you were fully asleep, totally asleep. And you don't remember that. You didn't remember about it next day, and that was terrifying. Really, really scary. Now my sister Rosa decided also to give me some questions here. So you get to travel a lot for many reasons. I would like to know if there is any other country you can see yourself living in, and which other countries and cultures you're passionate about. I don't know about living because I feel like you have to try them on like a little bit, try a little taste of the lifestyle of different country before you choose. I definitely see myself in the future when I'm older, being a little bit more in the middle of the nature than I am right now. But other than that, yeah, I'm not afraid to try new places and new cities, you know. So, which other countries and culture are you passionate about? All of them. All of them. I am very curious about Japanese cities and Japanese culture, and I want to know more about it and hopefully even visit. My sister Rosa also is asking, I think it would be interesting to know if you have any other regular passions. I mean, we all already know about music, tattoos, Disney, and how about theater, history, classic theater, or something else? Some of my normal, regular passions are books. I love reading books a lot, and I love hiking a lot. This is, I think, very regular, very standard. A lot of people like that, and a lot of people do that. Paula here has another question. I think everyone is doing this. I want to know when Endorphin is coming out. Endorphin is the name of our upcoming album, and everybody keeps asking me this. I did answer this question for some of the interviews already. Guys, we don't have a date yet. Hopefully, by the end of the summer or beginning of fall of 2019, we are going to present you our album Endorphin. Mirka is asking, what helps you to feel better when everything sucks? You know what helps me when everything else sucks? Being around the loved ones. I really am a very loving person and I'm a very emotional person, so the only thing that really helps me is to try my best to be around people that I know care about me. And it could be a friend, it could be your loved one, it could be a family member, whoever it is. Really, it distracts me a lot from whatever I'm going through and it helps me a lot. And the book I'm reading right now is Stephen King's It, and I am almost done with that book. It was not an easy book to read for me because it's a very old book and some of the English he's using is not very familiar to me. But yeah, I'm almost done with it and I love it. I love it a lot because I'm a big fan of the movie, especially the new one. I did watch the older one too. Okay, do you like classic board games? Mirka is also asking. I have a favorite one actually so far, and it's pretty new for me. I didn't play many board games when I was small or growing up, but lately I got very interested and I loved a lot the game Cards of Humanity. And for those of you who know this game, you know how awesome it is, especially if you have a bigger group of people to play with. It's a pretty dirty game, but it's amazing. You're having a lot of fun playing it. We have one more question from Ibolia. What inspired me into veganism? Well, I really wanted to be healthier and to eat more clean. So this was my first thought and my first step that made me do that and that pushed me. She also wants to know what is my favorite Tim Burton movie. My favorite Tim Burton movie is probably Edward Scissorhands. I love the character a lot. I love the story a lot. I love the way it's filmed. I love the colors of the movie. I love everything about that movie. Here it is. We are done with all the questions that I collected on Patreon from the people that love, support, and try to help me with my art. And I'm very, very thankful for you guys. I want you to know that you have a very special place in my heart. I hope you liked my answers, and I hope you like this video. And for everybody who wants to join me on Patreon, I will put some links below. For everybody who wants to know more about me and be part of my life and be part of my art, please join me on Patreon. This is Bananas. Don't forget to smile. I love you. Good girl, Luna. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Good girl.